Why hello there, welcome back to the channel. I'm Phil. As you can see, we are back into the Book of Shadows Corpse Party, and we're gonna head into Shangri. Without further ado, let's go, baby. Still yet to figure out why this is up there, but why does it dip so much? Only does it with this game. Anyways, I deserve punishment for my actions. Each time I took a photograph with my phone, its flash made the school walls shine a bright heavenly white. This was a place of solitude. Only she and I, not another soul to be found. I just can't stay away. Oh, wow. I was acutely aware that the hand in which I held my cell phone had begun sweating. Holy moly. And my breathing had become uncomfortably heavy. I was getting steadily more excited. And it was all because of her. A perfect flower brightly adorning the wall with its murata colors, such as the departed female form spread before me. When I first encountered her, it took me several moments just to comprehend what I was seeing. I never beheld a person with such grievous injuries before. I'm not even certain the word injuries would apply in a situation like this. What state of mind could cause someone to do this to another human being? A little loud in my ears there. I was certain this action had been wrought by human hands, largely because both of her arms had been nailed to the wall with construction-grade linchpins. Based solely on the dug-out abdomen, seemingly without the use of tools, the intestines lying on the floor, the smashed eyeballs, and the exposed jaw. One might think she had been torn apart by wild animals, but the linchpins and the faint traces of bloody handprints here and there proved otherwise. And yet this bold, finely crafted display of her body shows a clear will and fiery passion on the part of the orchestrator. The blood that splattered far and wide shone in my flashlight like the bright red flame, and whole chunks of flesh were strewn about like flower petals. This flayed, eviscerated corpse with arms outstretched and nailed to the wall, I brought to mind images of Jesus nailed to the cross. But she was even purer than that. There was no self-sacrifice here, no lesson to be taught. Whoever did this clearly had fun with it. They enjoyed killing her. They enjoyed destroying her. I suppose there are animals who kill not only for food but for sport, leaving the carcass of their prey behind. Of course, even intelligent animals like the lion, monkey, and dolphin can be subject to the occasional exclusionism and abuse within their ranks. Yet, only humans possess the capacity to turn their violent impulses into art. Dude, that's bad. Can that truly be all there is to it, though? My internal monologue had become a soliloquy, if only for a moment. What was it about this girl and fascinated me so? Witnessing the aftermath of murderers' actions did provide a certain freeing sense of childlike helplessness, to be sure. But oh, damn it, I missed it. This whole school is like a veritable corpse party. Oh, roll credits. I've seen so many other bodies since I've arrived here, but none like hers. Alright, hold on, we gotta read that one. It was about the girl who fascinated, witnessing the... okay. But why had she, in particular, stricken my fancy? Okay. So, that's why. Alright, backspace. Boom. The moment I first laid eyes on her will stay with me always. Not just the sight, but the smell too, hanging in the air like a steam after a hot bath. She was young, junior or senior high age. But that's about all I could determine. Her uniform was tattered and soaked through with blood, and there was no student ID name tag to be found. The only reason I believed her to be a she, in fact, was due to the presence of makeup bag and ornate tortoiseshell jewelry box on the ground nearby. I don't have the slightest clue who she may be, so why am I so drawn to her? Please tell me, who are you? The alarm on my cell phone sounded as if in answer. Oh dear, is it already this late? A production of The Barber in Seville was airing on the MHK Educational Network that evening, and Mayu had asked me to record it for her. Being away from my TV at the time, I'd set a few reminder alarms on my phone to sound at regular intervals beforehand. Maya was most renowned for her love of sweets and accessories and such, and I often wondered if anyone else knew how much she enjoyed the works of Rosalini. Or Rosine, I don't know. I need to find Mayu. She's lost without me. Ah, bright and beautiful Mayu, beloved by all who know her. I was the only one aware of the weaknesses that lay within her heart, therefore I was the only one who could truly protect her. Speaking of weaknesses, I wonder what became of Mochida's little sister. I certainly enjoyed chasing her around earlier. I gave her quite a little fright. Damn, that's messed up, bro. I adored watching her run for dear life. It was an act of befitting a psychopath pedophile. Yet I am no such thing. Why then did I glean so much joy from it? I simply found her frail, cowering countenance to be irresistibly precious. The sight of an overwhelmingly weak person standing before me, utterly helpless and alone, elated my very soul. The sensation was nearly orgasmic. Yet this was a friend's sister. For all the torment I'd caused, I certainly intended no harm. The perceived threat I represented just spawned such panic and horror within her that I couldn't help myself. Thinking back upon it, it still makes me smile. I swear, it feels like there's another me slowly and steadily awakening within. No, this isn't right. This isn't who I am. Could it be that this nightmarish location is messing with my head? Indeed, this wouldn't do at all. If I were to return to the real world with Mayu and the others without first discarding this new me, I would no longer be able to live the way I did before. I suppose I'll need to erase all the pictures and movies I've stored in my phone, including hers. Book of Shadows, Episode 5, Shangri-La. MORiSHIGE's twisted, bro. Don't let him fool you. Emil, Toho? Anybody at all? Is anybody there? Crap, my phone. Is it okay? Damn it, the strap broke. Ugh. Nobody in here either. Where'd everybody go? Hard to believe we were just in the student council room. I guess that Sachiko charm is what did this in, huh? This wasn't just some ordinary school building. Some fellow student council members and classmates and I all did a weird ritual and then I passed out. I thought maybe it was anemia or something. But when I woke up, I found myself in this thoroughly disturbing place. And my friends were nowhere to be found. At first, I thought maybe this was just Toko playing a prank on me, but I quickly realized that it went beyond that, far beyond that. I got angry, I screamed, I cowered in fear and begged anyone who could hear me to stop doing this, but ultimately, I was just talking to air. This all felt like a bad dream, and I prayed in my heart of hearts that that's all it was, because I knew I wouldn't be able to stand being in this horrible place all alone. I just wanted to see someone, to be with someone. I just wanted someone to call my name. I'm Atsuki Yamamoto, an 11th grader at Baikudan Senior High School. I serve as clerk for the student council. Sorry if I'm butchering any of that, because you know I am. I'm right here, everyone, right here. So, I don't know who Mitsuki is. She wasn't in the previous game, so this has got to be another person, obviously, because there's other people in here. There are numerous indoor slippers stowed in cubbies. They appear much more old-fashioned than the ones commonly worn in modern elementary schools. The decaying human head has been forcibly crammed into the top left cubby. It mustn't have been easy to make it fit, as there are tiny pieces of flesh and scalp tissue along the frame. Ooh, who would have done something like this? You know, when I saw my first body here, I couldn't stop throwing up, but I think I'm starting to get desensitized. I just hope the others are okay. The door is frozen in place as if it's just a decoration on the wall. It doesn't even rattle when pushed. Damn it, the windows were the same way. What the hell's going on in here? I'm not going to accomplish anything by staying in one place. I need to keep looking for my friends. Alright, where are we headed? Mitsuki! Ah, who's there? It's me, Kurosaki! Kurosaki, where are you? We were in the same hallway, but separated by a huge hole in the floor. Still, I'd finally found someone. Kensuke Kurosaki, a classmate of mine, 2-4. After being alone in here all this time, I finally found a friend. I could barely contain my exuberance. I'm so glad you're alright. You too, how are you holding up? You're not hurt or anything, right? No, I'm just fine. How about you, Kurosaki? Where are the others? I wish I knew. I only just woke up and I'm still trying to figure out how I got here. No kidding, we were all in the student council room, right? So how come we're in a rundown school now? Did someone carry us here while we were unconscious? That's the only explanation I could think of, but I can't imagine anyone actually doing that. Yeah, they'd have to be pretty sick, but then, well, have you seen what's in here with us, Kurosaki? And I lied, so these guys are from the original Corpse Party. They're just kind of play a side role. The dead bodies? Yeah, first time in my life I've ever seen a real deal. I was about ready to piss my pants when I realized what I was looking at. Oh, come on. I'm serious, this place is so not safe. We need to find Kazami, Fukuri, and the others and get the hell out of here. Kurosaki carefully inched closer to the hole in the corridor bit by bit, then took a good long look inside. You could leap right over that, I'll bet. I mean, you're in the baseball club and you're good at sports, so something like that should be no problem. There's no way I'd have to be a track star to clear that. Well, you never be one with that attitude. Man, you don't mince words, do you? Wouldn't expect anything less of you, though. Anyway, I'm gonna go try and find another way around. Oh, wait! You stay there, Mitsuki, in case anyone else shows up while I'm gone. You don't need to be in such a hurry. Why don't we just stay here for a little while yet? Don't leave me alone. I guess can be kind of a pain in the ass sometimes. In class and in student council meetings alike, I'm always trying to take charge. I suppose I'll have to be docile and sweet like Emmy if I want to be treated like a lady. Out of range. Damn, right when I need the most too. The time display on my phone read 29:09. Well, that's certainly not right. Maybe I got messed up when I dropped it. Delicious. Alright, what's going on? Kurosaki's taking an awfully long time. I hope nothing happened to him. Hey, anybody there? Kurosaki. That's that dude, that's that Kazami or whatever. I'm here, I'm over here, Kurosaki. Mitsuki, is that you? Fukuri? Oh, that's not him. Okay, well, I'm glad it's not Kazami. Thank goodness, I was looking all over for you, Mitsuki. I was Masato Fukuri, a classmate of mine and the student council president. He always had a scowl on his face and dug his heels into the ground on everything, but right now, his cold obstinance was as welcome as could be. Fukuri, I'm so glad you're alright. Wait, wasn't that exactly the same thing I said to Kurosaki? I really need to get some new material. I'm sorry, you caught me right as I was starting to panic. I mean, we're in this horrible place and Kurosaki wandered off. Slow down, this isn't like you, Mitsuki. Are you saying Kensuke is here too? Yeah, he was on the other side of that pit, and since he couldn't figure out how to cross it, he just ran off to find an alternate way around. I see. Jumping the gun as always, then. Have you found anyone else, Fukuri? What about Toko? I'm afraid not. No Okawa, no Katayama either, and no Kazami. Well, Kazami's probably fine by himself. You might be right. He's strong in body and strong of will. I doubt even a place like this could bring him down. At any rate, once we've reunited with Kurosaki, we should make finding the others our first priority. Maybe we should try and find an alternate route around this pit ourselves then. Is that really such a good idea though? What if Kurosaki gets here after we've already left? Then he'll wait for us, and if we set about finding our own route, there's a good chance we'll run into him along the way. And we might happen upon the others too. You're right. We can't just stand around here or we'll never get anywhere. And I have to admit, I am worried about Toho and the others. Me too. We have to confirm the safety of everyone by Bakudan as soon as possible. The door to the art room is locked up tight. Alright, where are we headed? Don't need to click on you. Yes, we know there's a hole. Alright, so map. I wish I didn't have to bring it up all the time. Alright, what do we got here? Map. The first things I noticed when entering the room were a stack of candles and a box of matches right in front of my eyes. Had someone left these behind? These look fine as long as they're not too damp. They should still be perfectly usable. Come on, flame. I struck one of the matches along the side of the box and a small red flame flickered into being. I propped up one of the loose candles and placed the burning match against the wick. It may not be much, but hopefully if someone comes into this room and sees this candle, they'll know there are other living beings in here with them. I decided it would be best to take the remaining candles and the box of matches with us, just in case we needed them. Alright, we got candles and matches, baby. Let's do it! There's a row of awards and plaques on one of the shelves here. Among this sits a small rectangular box. What could this be? Take the box. The cabinet's glass door is locked. Okay. Look, there's something in there. Something small was firmly jammed in between the two of the keys of the piano. They seem to have been wedged in with a tremendous force, making it impossible to move either of the surrounding keys. Yeah, there's definitely something there, but I don't think we'll be getting it out anytime soon. We needed something to fit in the tiny space between the keys in order to pop it out. Alright. What you got? The seal must be undone. This tragedy must not be allowed to spread any further. Oh, there's dead body. It's a comparatively fresh corpse. Based on the size and uniform, it looks only to be the body of a female junior high school student. Her throat seems to have been torn out, resulting in copious amounts of blood, not only on her uniform, but pulled alongside of the floor as well. Her mouth, too, is hanging agape, and she has no tongue. What was used to cut her apart like this? Her student ID is bloody, but still legible. Koyo Girls Academy Middle School, Haruna Hatakazi. And now we got Bling Bling. A memo pad, presumably belonging to the deceased girl, is lying on the ground near her body. It looks like she was using it to chronicle her experiences here in the school building. The letters are written in pink ink and are easily legible. I did the Sachiko ritual with Nozomi and the others, and then all of a sudden I was out like a light. When I came to, I was here surrounded by corpses. I can't even say how many times I vomited. I want to go home. We three have to stick together. If we don't, I think we're as good as dead. Like that high school student we met yesterday. There's nothing left to eat in here. I think we've been here a week now, but it's hard to say for sure. I really want to take a bath. And brush my teeth too. The three of us talked it over and decided to eat that dead body. It was tough and bloody and it tasted so wrong. Rena shouldered through it, but Nozomi threw it up. He came again. Nozomi was injured. Now she'll just get in our way. Rena was crying, but I'm just hungry. Nozomi's not coming. I think she's been killed already. Oh well. If Rena comes, I know what I have to do. Well then. Staff. Let's go to staff room. Door to the staff room is locked up tight. Alright. Who's this lucky fella? There's a corpse here that almost seems to be resting against the wall, or perhaps it was propped up post-mortem. It looks to be the remains of a male senior high school student. His wrists and ankles are bound with wire, and there also appear to be copious amounts of wire around his neck. His name tag reads Kurushaki Industrial High School Masuro Ninjino. Alright, what you gotta say? Is that a ghost? Like, for real? Oh crap, this isn't good. My legs are shaking. You're still alive, aren't you? If you don't want to change anytime soon, then take my advice. Trust no one. Not a single person. But I could trust a ghost. It's locked up tight, baby. I know we already looked at all this stuff, but let's take a look at that head again. Decomposed human cranium, blah 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 blah. Mustn't be easy. Okay. Close to something must have been shoved into its mouth. There we go, that's what we're looking. Something's in there. Let's check it out. I can definitely see something in its mouth, but I don't think I can, you know. Allow me. Oh, definitely not a fan of maggots crawling all over me. Kakuri dug around inside the mouth of the severed head for a few moments and finally withdrew his hand. He was gripping something tightly between his now foul-smelling, discolored, and dully glistening fingers. Here, I've got tissues. Ah, thank you. It seems to be a key of some sort. After thoroughly wiping off the maggots and bits of rotting flesh, the item Fakuri produced from the head took that classic look of an old copper key. Alright. Think I know where that's going. Let's head back here. Okay, there was this over here. Come now. No. Okay, what could this be? Take out the box. Use the key, bro. Okay. Then never mind. I could have swore we could have just maybe unlocked it. Alright, let's go to the boys' room. The boys' room entrance is completely boarded up. There's no way to get inside right now. I mean, I don't know why I'm clicking on it. It's a thoroughly decomposed corpse. Based on the size of the uniform, it looks to be the body of a male junior or senior high school student. There's a student ID name tag on the blazer. Rubens Academy Senior High School, Koichi Kansada. Do you know what lies beneath this school? It's a mire of agony and torment that can drive a man to madness with a single touch. That's what we need. Oh, the girls' bathroom entrance is covered in protective charms and it seems to be shut tight. But I have a key! The atmosphere feels heavier here than it does anywhere else. And the door is covered in protective charms and seems to be shut up tight. It's not even locked, it just won't open. Shinto seals. I don't like the looks of that. It's no more disconnecting than anything else in this godforsaken building, really. Well, it's not like we can get in there to investigate anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. The door and window alike are frozen in place as if they were just decorations on the wall and nothing even rattles when pushed. Alright, gotta take a dump? Looks to be a bucket, probably used by the custodian for mopping the floors. There's nothing inside. Yeah, but you could use a bucket. It's frozen, blah blah blah. Let's try it. Okay. Can't go there. So where should we go? I'm trying to think of where there was a place. I thought it was a cabinet that used that key, but apparently not. Boys' room, exit. I don't think the staff room. Let's go here. I wonder if that key we found will still work here. Use the old key, man. Let's do it. Alright, it's a match. Alright, door's unlocked. We'll go in. My goodness. Ooh, it's the art room. It's faint and almost invisible from a distance, but there appears to be a painting of a white rose on this canvas, or maybe it's just a water stain. There are quite a lot of objects on these shelves and in these drawers, but every one of them is fixed in place as if they're all decorative accents. Alright, anything else in here? That's a portrait of a girl with long black hair, but her face has been completely blotted out with red paint. It's still a life depicting hydrangeas. There's a palette knife plate. Oh, within the canvas. Okay, this seems like something I might be able to use. Okay, yeah. You never know when something like this might come in handy. Acquired palette knife. There's a plaster model of a human arm on one of the shelves. Maybe it was used for sketching. The fingers are all stained red as if covered in blood. The hell is this? That doesn't look like paint, does it? No, it doesn't. Alright, let's go back. We are cooking with gas. Kuri, look, there's something in there. Something small, firmly jammed. Yes, we know. Yeah, there's definitely something there. You've already said this before. Hey, what about that palette knife we found in the art room? Try it. Kuri took the palette knife in hand and started digging between the keys of the piano with it in an attempt to dislodge whatever was stuck. It took a lot more effort than expected and created an unpleasant scraping sound that kind of hurt my ears, but ultimately... Alright, I got it! It's a key, totally different shape and size from the one we used to open the art room too. Handed me the small key, which I immediately pocketed. Is it go here though, or is... Oh. Take out the box. It's locked. Let's try using the key we found at the piano. The key turned without any resistance and the heavy glass door opened right up. I removed the rectangular box from inside and marveled at the feel of the wood. It was made of paulownia. What the hell is that? Making it smooth and lightweight. Let's have a look inside, shall we? Doesn't seem dangerous or anything. Hope he didn't just jinx us. I wouldn't worry. Even if there's a bomb in there, I'm sure you'd be able to handle it just fine. It's supposed to be the girl's line. I couldn't believe I just laughed. I guess Fukuro is over the serious deadpan reactions that become a source of strength for me. I can't even describe how grateful I was just to have him there. He was like a pillar of strength. With all that in mind, I fearlessly opened the paulownia box. Inside, wrapped in silk, was a small wooden board inked with calligraphy. What is this? This looks like the kind of thing you'd see at somebody's grave. That's exactly what it is. It's a wooden grave tag. A kind of protective charm. It's the sort of thing they burn at Buddhist cedar stick ceremonies. I wasn't particularly well versed in Buddhist practices, but in a place like this, any sort of protective charm seemed as good an item to have. Alright, let's go back to the bathroom. Let's go. Alright, can we light this puppy? Atmosphere feels heavy and the door's covered. Yeah, it won't open. Maybe we can use that grave tag we found to get inside. I mean, why not, right? The writing on these paper charms really does look pretty similar to the writing on the grave tag, but what are we supposed to do with it? Maybe try checking at the seals. Sounds like a good way to get cursed. How about we set it on the ground nearby instead? Fukuro did exactly that, and after only a few moments, there was a notable change in the air. Then all of a sudden, the grave tag emitted a bright blue light, and the door was engulfed in flames. Ah, crap, the whole building's blown down. Blown down. What? No, wait, look. I already turned to run, but for Kuro's urging, I turned back. I have to admit, what I saw defied my expectations, and explanations as well. The flames weren't actually engulfing the door, but rather just the protective paper charms affixed to it. The door, the wall, the floor were untouched. After several seconds of burning, the paper charms were completely vaporized and the flames dutifully vanished, as if they were never even there. Alright, what is this? This is divine punishment. Repent through death. That's all that's written. Smoking in the girls' room. Or is it the boys' room? I don't remember. Oh, snap. I sees ya. The water in the basin is brown and thick. The drain must completely stopped up. It's locked from the inside. It won't open. There's a tiny hole in the door. What's this? Maybe I can see inside from here. Let's take a peek. Maybe we can see what's inside from this hole. Mitsuki, come on. I put my eye up to the hole and saw the telltale glint of another eye staring back at me from within. What is it? Somebody in there. I was looking right back at me. What? That can't be. You don't see any feet along the bottom of the stall, right? Let me have a look. The Kuroi ducked down and peeked through the hole exactly as I had. Oh! Oh! Fukuro, what happened? Are you alright? Oh, Fukuro, no, you're joking, right? Fukuro fell into his side, and as soon as I could see his face, I noticed that right in the glass's lens was cracked, and right in the eye was bloody. On closer inspection, I noticed a round hole in the lens that a small stick or a fat needle had been instantaneously driven deep into his eye. Oh, geez, stay with me. There was no hint of a response. He just steadily convulsing as if he'd been electrocuted. How would this happen? What was going on? Boys aren't allowed in the girls' room. Oh, what did you do? The stall door opened, revealing a little girl with an eerie blue glow about her. She looked to be around grade school age, a 5th or 6th grader maybe. One of her eyes had been completely pulverized, but her face showed no indication of pain. Rather, it had a certain stoic quality to it. It was unreadable. Most disturbing of all, however, was the object she held in her right hand. It was an awl or an ice pick or some such thing with a bloody, dripping blade. Are you the one who let that boy in here? Oh, wait. Before I even had a chance to answer, the girl leaped to the stall with blinding speed. That's not allowed. Oh, man. Reacting as quickly as I could, I threw my arm in front of my face and almost immediately felt the ice pick blade pierce right into it. Not just once, but twice, 3 times. It dug deep into my arm, my palm, my shoulder. Stop, it hurts! I had to run, but she wasn't about to let me. She just quietly kept hacking away, working her way up and down the entire length of my arm. Bit by bit, my skin and flesh was chipped away until finally the ice pick completely penetrated my palm and began boring into my cheek. Eventually, my ear was hacked apart, and then I was scalped, so thoroughly that I could hear the sound of my skin peeling away with my remaining ear. Holy hell! There was nothing in the world but pain at this point. I couldn't focus on anything else if I wanted to. My vision was blank, and I honestly couldn't tell if it was because I had my eyes closed or if simply didn't have my eyes anymore. I only knew for sure that I was still being hacked apart because I could hear it. The pain gave no indication as it was already omnipresent. I begged for mercy several times in vain before I finally just started praying that this agony would come to an end. God, please. I'll endure whatever trials lie ahead with open arms if you'll just save me now. I beg you, please make it stop. Well, that's how we get the bad ending. Remember, don't be peeking in stall room doors, especially in bathrooms, okay? Well, let's go get the right ending. Alright, let's try to get the right one. What's this? Maybe we can see inside from here. No, do not do it. Alright, so we're not going to peek through because I even tried it again and I thought maybe it would say like, don't peek in after or whatever. But yeah, totally. Yeah, skeletal. Yeah. So, let's go back to the map. Oh, hey, there we go. So I guess I do need to check it out. It looks like the key from an old-fashioned wind-up toy. It's just an old wind-up toy. But what does it wind up? Looks like it's about the size of a right size for a toy, but in this place you never really know. We might as well take it with us, then we might come across whatever it attaches to at some point. It's a thoroughly decomposed corpse. Looks to be a male junior high school student, except he's got no head. His name tag reads Kurikashiki Industrial High School Akira Yusuka. Somebody stole my head. Give it back. Maybe I can be of some help to you if you do. Okay. Well, what should we do? Good question. I never did believe in the paranormal before, but after everything we've seen here, I don't think I could be skeptical any longer. That's not what I mean. I'm asking, should we help this person with his problem or not? What do? We need to find our friends, but this poor soul has a lot worse than we do. Let's help him. What else are we gonna do? Well, he does seem to be in quite of a bind. If we can do something for him, I see no reason why we shouldn't. Yeah, I agree. Maybe if we do, he'll help us find a way out of here. Allegedly. Alright, it's this way. Boom. Gotta go to the entrance. Oh, we're gonna need that bucket on... must have been easy, blah blah blah. Looks like about the right age, but... are you alright, Mitsuki? Simply standing in the presence of the severed head was turning my stomach. The foul stench of decay was absolutely overpowering. Even in this low light, I could easily see maggots crawling through the eye sockets, his nose, his mouth, all over his skin. They were everywhere. I can't handle the smell. It does seem like he's been dead for quite some time. Are we really going to carry this back to that spirit, like, with our hands? I think I prefer not to do that. Let's see if we can find something to put it in. Okay. This I know. Alright, so it's either right here or upstairs. Should have taken the bucket with you a long time ago when I clicked on the bucket. Nope, not it. Alright, so... bucket. Looks like a bucket. Well, then it must be a bucket. This might work, don't you think? Take the bucket, buddy. Acquired bucket. It's old and rusted, but it still seems sturdy enough. Alright. It puts the lotion on its skin, or it gets the hose again. Alright, looks like it's about the right age, but... are you alright, Mitsuki? Simply standing in the presence of the severed head was turning my stomach to... Okay, so we've already read this. I can't handle the smell. It does seem like it's been dead for quite some time. Are we really gonna do this? No, dude, that's why we got the bucket. How about we try using the bucket? No shite, bro. Yeah, it looks like it'll fit. Yeah. I'll do the honors. You hold the bucket, okay? Okay, thank you, Fukuri. No problem. Fukuri used his hands to dig the head out of his cubbyhole and plop it into the bucket. The maggot, sensing that something was amiss, suddenly began pouring out of its various sockets and climbing all over their new rusted metal home. Here, I still got some tissues left. Thanks. I really hope I never have to feel anything like that again. Okay, will you teleport us? We found it! It's your head, I think. Please take it. Ah, my beautiful head, my beautiful face has become so rotten. Boy, you'd lose your head if it wasn't attached to your body. Damn, those maggots are so ugly now. I can sympathize. There are many others who have been killed here, just like you. We're gonna need to get in contact with the police and have whoever did this arrested. Are you kidding me? Do you feel sorry for me? No, that wasn't my intention. I apologize if I offended you. No, you think I'm wretched. You think I'm ugly and dirty. You don't ever want to touch my body again. Isn't that right? Fukuri, I don't like where this is going. I agree. I think we need to distance ourselves from this place. It's because you're still alive. That's why you turn your noses at us dead people, arrogant creatures. Why don't you come and join us? I'm gonna hand you over to the others, and they're scary. They're excruciatingly frightening. Where? Fukuri? Where are you? Maybe he's passed out somewhere. Ah, I know. I'll try lighting a candle. Ah, my surroundings were far different than I expected. I seemed to be in some sort of hallway underground. There was a chill in the air, both literally and figuratively, the smell that wafted about both musty and gloomy somehow. Wake up, we're somewhere underground now, and it feels really dangerous. Come on, wake up, damn it! He might be dead. His eyes were wide open, but he gave no response. Looking a bit closer, I noticed that his neck had been severely twisted. He was staring right at me, but his body was facing the other direction. My God! And his half-agape jaw was completely motionless. He wasn't breathing. No, this can't be happening. Come on, it's not funny. And then there were footsteps. Somebody's coming. What do I do? Run, bitch, run! No, this can't be good. I have to run now. I'm sorry, Corey. Oh, wait, please. Oh. What is this place? An old air raid shelter or something? Is that a girl in a place like this? Maybe she got trapped in here too, just like us. Hey, little girl, it's dangerous in here. Oh, you're... Who are you, lady? Are you a friend of that bad man who kills people? No, not at all. Don't be afraid. I ran away from him too. You've got a lot of blood on you. What happened? And who is this bad man that kills people? I don't know. He's a big man and he killed 3 of my friends. I'm the only one who got away. Oh, sounds like you've been through a lot here. I'm looking for my friends right now, but you're welcome to join me. This place seems really dangerous, and to be honest, I'm a little scared by myself, so please? Thank you. Yeah, it's a lot more complex down here than I thought it would be. If only I had a map or something. This way, lady. This way. In here. You sure know your way around. I've gotten used to it. Huh? Come to think of it, I haven't even asked your name yet. Sachiko Shinozaki. Oh, what are you doing? What am I doing? What kind of room is this? I couldn't decide if it looked more like a pre-war medical facility or a meat processing plant. The stench was overpowering. Not only was the smell of rotting flesh everywhere, but the air was stale and thick. The room seemed to have no ventilation to speak of whatsoever. My eye was first drawn to the blood-splattered table, then to the many other instruments all stained with dried blood and sprinkled liberally with viscera. And then I saw it, in the back of the room. Oh no, is that... There was definitely more meat processing than medicine going on here. What I saw was literally a pile of human remains, every one of them flayed open and torn apart. It was almost like a stack of discarded butcher scraps. No, what the hell is this? God. See people you know in there? Which ones? I'll give them back, or part of them anyway. Damn. There you go, let it all out. You'll feel better. Why? Are you calmer now? Then, let's begin. Oh, what do you plan to do with me? Whatever it is, don't, stay away. Everybody always says that, but it's not like it ever works. Hey, halfwit, catch her. There you go, now string her up. Giant man. The large man seemed intent on obeying Sachiko's every command. He drew near me slowly and robotically. There was no emotion, no sense of urgency, just a man walking across the room to do his job, like it or not. I have to run. If he catches me, I'll be... Get back! Playing tag? The exit is over here, but can you make it? Get back! The man's movements remained slow and evenly paced, but there were only so many places to flee in a room this small. If I got tired before he did, I'd be finished. My only hope was to get out into the hall before that happened. The two of us glared at one another for a few moments from across the dissection table, and then as soon as he made this move, I leapt on top of it. I'd underestimated just how slippery the table might be. With its thick layer of blood and fat, I quickly slipped off or spilled onto the other side of the floor. My legs and hindquarters were soaked thoroughly with blood and an untold number of other people, but I didn't have time to think about that. Adrenaline gave me the strength to stick my landing, and I managed to keep running without skipping a beat. Almost there. I was in the home stretch. For a couple more steps anyways. Ooh. A sharp pain suddenly shot through my leg as if I touched the ground. I immediately fell into a heap. It hurts, my leg. My right leg was now firmly impaled with thick, sharp metal spikes. I'd been caught in an old-fashioned bear trap. The kind that got 2 rows of metal shark teeth lined up on either side, instantaneously slapping shut as weight applied in the middle. The thing was designed to catch bears and tigers, so what hope did a human have of escaping it? It hurts. Hey, you dumb bitch. How many dozens of victims do you think I killed here? People sure do get any smarter as they get older. Everybody always gets caught by this. But then, I don't ever let my prey escape. Stayed back. I swallowed my pain and started grabbing whatever I could with my hands on dirt, bones, anything I could chuck in at an encroaching giant. It was the only thing left for me to do. I was out of options. Damn. The man's foot came down hard on my left leg. It immediately contorted unnaturally and went limp, and I could see a pointed shard of bone jutting out from the bloody hole in my sock. My leg, he broke my leg. Next, the man wrapped both my arms in chains. No, stop, please, it hurts, no. As he pulled on the chains, my leg muscles also tightened around the sharp metal spikes and compound fracture. The pain was literally unbearable. In my half-unconscious, agony-addled state, I was just barely aware of being raised into the air by my arms by some sort of pulley system. Why are you doing this? These horrible things. Just let me go home. I won't tell anyone about this. There's no need to worry, you see. You're about to experience horrible agony and then die. Oh, why me? Why not some person I've never met from a foreign country? Why does it have to be me? You sure have beautiful skin, lady, so you'll get a filefish treatment. Oh, fillet fish treatment. I'll peel every last bit of your skin from your body, starting with your face. Sachiko began approaching me with a broken off shard and an earthenware pot in her hands. No, God, no. It's so springy. If I wear this, I'll look more grown up, An intense pain shot through my entire face. An undulated primal scream escaped my mouth unwittingly, as if I were throwing up blood. But not a living soul was around to hear it. There was absolutely no way for me to resist anymore. All I could do was limply strung up along the wall. I feel my skin getting peeled away. Sometime amongst the throbbing, shooting, burning, electric agony coursing through every nerve ending, overseeing the girl's sneer, I lost consciousness. The very last thing I saw before lapsing in eternal slumber was a familiar strip of skin being flapped merrily in Sachiko's hands. It was my own face, perfectly flayed from my head, staring back at me with blank eyes and flanked by Sachiko's overly delighted grin. Wrong end? What the hell was I supposed to do? Alright, let's get the right end. Maybe I was supposed to stay in place. I don't know. Let's see what we can do now. Somebody's coming. What do I do? Let's wait here. It's a person. Maybe it's Kurosaki, Toko, or one of the others. Over here. I'm over here. Hurry. There's been an accident. The footsteps drew closer and closer, and then finally the figure making them came into view. Sorry. I thought you were, I'm back in high school, grade 11. What the hell is wrong with me? Why am I introducing myself? This is clearly not someone in his right mind. My name is Mitsuki Yamamoto, and my friend's here, gravely injured. He's got an axe or something. He's covered in blood. He's probably the guy who did this to Kokori. We just kind of woke up here, and we didn't know where we were, and we just saw bodies all around us, and... Run, you don't. Run, Mitsuki. Will you help me? Oh! Huh. How did I get the wrong end right there? Oh my god. Okay. So we're gonna take the box and we're not gonna help the ghost. Okay, so we're not gonna help him this time. No, we're just students. As much as I'd like to help him, I really don't think there's anything we can do. But, Mitsuki, we can't. We just don't even know what's going to happen to us in here. We just can't. I guess you're right. We should focus our energy on finding Katsuki and the others. I'm sorry, I don't think there's anything we can do for you right now. Once we get out of here, though, we'll send for the police, so just sit tight there until then. Wait, please, if you find my head, I swear I'll return the favor. Nope. Hey. It's comparatively fresh corpse. Based on the size of the uniform, it looks to be the body of a female junior high school student. The expression on her face is almost joyous. And fortunately, her student ID is clearly legible. Koyo Girls Academy Middle School, Rena Misato. What is this? There's a piece of scrap paper on the floor near her body. It seems to have been torn out of a larger memo pad. Several lines are written in it with pink ink. We left a note for Nozomi telling her to come to the staff room. There's no turning back now, but I shouldn't feel sorry for her. Without food, all three of us will die. And Nozomi's injured, so she'd never be able to get away from that man. Okay. Alright, so let's go back to the girls' room. Alright, atmosphere of fear is heavy. Let's do it.
投げつけてみそんな罰当たりな。とりあえず置いてみるか。大変だ。落ち着け。よく見てみろ。
Alright. Okay. So, we're gonna try this again. The skeletal body can be seen hanging. Okay. Locked from the inside but won't open. Tiny hole in the door. What's this? Maybe we can see inside from here. Insert the wind-up key. Okay, yeah. Working on a hunch. Took the wind-up key from the pocket and tried sticking it in the hole. Surprisingly, it was a perfect fit. Then I tried turning it, and just with a little bit of force, it spun 180 degrees to the right and produced a loud click. I guess it wasn't for a wind-up toy after all then. Seems like I flipped some kind of switch. The switch doesn't seem like anything changed though. Wait, look at the hole! As if on cue, a single hairline stream of blood began oozing from behind the wind-up key. Slowly wended its way down to the door and formed a gloppy pool at the base. The whole room then filled with the pungent odor all at once. The smell seems... Oh, it's nothing. Another earthquake. Well, that means something changed. I think it's over. That scared the crap out of me. This old building's run down enough, there's no telling what it'll end up just in collapse. Yeah, we just need to hurry up and find a way out of here. Alright, so... Alright, something had to have opened up. I assume. Let's see, map. I don't know why, but we can go to the staff room. The exit door is rattling with the rain and wind, and it seems like a perfectly normal, perfectly openable door now. Ah, Fukurio, look, I think we can go outside. Mayu, are you in here? No luck. Oh, Maya, where could you be? Ah, another dead body. What in the world is going on in this school? Mayu mustn't be left by herself in a horrible place like this. I hope she's at least with Miss Yui or Machida. Holy moly. This is wild. It's a corpse that's only just started to decay. It seems to be a junior high school girl, and from the look of it, it was cut completely in half by using some sort of instrument. How awful to cut somebody in two, spine and all. It would take the finest katana to pull that off, either that or some form of machinery. The blood spray is primarily on this side, so I guess it was attacked from the front. What's this? I noticed a notebook partially jutting out from her pocket. It was one of the cat-themed spiral notebooks that were all the rage with teenagers these days. There may be information out here relevant to escaping this hell. I apologize for the intrusion in this, but I feel like I must take a look. I have no idea why we've been trapped here, but at least we're all here together. Ms. Goda's presence makes us all feel a little more at ease. Without an adult around, I don't think we could have handled any of this. Ms. Goda seems even more anxious than we are. He says he'll make sure we all get home safely, but his temperament just keeps getting worse. He's usually so cool, but lately he's just gotten so kind of scary. Hiroka, Areza, and the others are getting really fed up with him. Mr. Goto is so unfair. He keeps playing favorites with Hiroko. That was the last of our food, too, and I'm the one who stopped Hiroko and Noriki from fighting. Mr. Goto is dead. No help here, it seems. Aren't there any other clues to be found? Hey, you, got any information for me? Talking to corpses, I must be losing my mind. How strange, though, that I can come face to face with this dead now and not bat an eye. Perhaps my sense of fear has gone numb. Up until not long ago, this girl was just like me, breathing, thinking, living her own life. But look at her now. Nothing but a foul-smelling pile of meat. She has such a pretty face, but before long, that face is just gonna rot. And not a soul will ever want to look at her again. Hey, you there, what are you doing? Ah, nothing of sustenance. Just trying to find clues as to my situation here. Oh, alright then. I just heard a voice over here and it got me wondering. Shogo Taguchi's the name. As you can see, I'm a cameraman, though not the artistic kind who's planning on hitting the indie film circuit or anything. I came here to get footage for a special report, but I got separated from my boss along the way. How about you? I got myself lost in the school building and I'm presently searching for a friend. Uh-oh, you don't mean that girl on the ground over there, do you? Ah, no, I've never met her before. Ooh, that's good. Well, kinda, I guess. Anyway, may I ask your name? And the name of the friend you're looking for, too, while I'm at it? I'm Satoru MORiSHIGE, and the girl I'm looking for is named Maya Suzumoto. She's short, smiles a lot, and has generally cheerful countenance. Really, Suzumoto, huh? Suzumoto. The cameraman named Taguchi suddenly flipped out the LCD screen in his camcorder and began rewinding through the footage. Oh, what are you doing? Well, I don't want to sound crass, but I'm checking through the footage I've captured since coming here to see if her name comes across at all. I intend to file a police report when I get back, so I've been gathering information on all the dead kids I found in here. Like, from their name tags. Bite your tongue, don't say such stupid things. Maya was alright, I know she is. Ah, sorry. If it makes you feel any better, I don't see anybody named Suzumoto in any of my footage, and may I say, you really are very brave. Well, whether you're looking for a friend or not, you really seem to put your all into searching of that body, you know? You're the one taking video of corpses. Well, being a cameraman is kind of a strange thing that way. As long as I'm looking at them through a finder, it's all just business to me. But if I try and look at them with my bare eyes, I freeze up. There's a famous story about a battlefield cameraman whose camera broke while he was out on the job, and he literally started crying like a baby. I see. That makes sense. You're not too interested in any of this, are you? I do have a tendency to run my mouth off sometimes. Naho has always scolded me for that. Hey, I know. How about we search for our companions together? What do you say? No, I'm sorry. I appreciate the offer, but I prefer to search alone for the time being. Hate to get in your way after all. Like, hell, I'm gonna tag along with a motor mouth like this. Besides, he's my elder, so I'd have to mind my manners, which I'd really rather not do. Oh, okay, well then. How about we arrange a meeting again? There must be high EMFs in here or something, because nothing can keep time in this damn place. But what do we say we try meeting up after an hour, give or take? I mean, we should both count ourselves lucky to have run into one another living being. And I'm sure an exchange of info must sound good to you, no? Alright, if that's what you want. Okay, that's settled then. You take care now, you hear? Looks like there's something in there, but no, it's too dangerous to climb down. I'll have to keep my eye out for something like a rope. Alright, let's see. Where do we got? Holy moly. This dude's got a lot to explore. Higuchi's not here yet. I guess it probably hasn't been an hour. Oh! I didn't realize I was supposed to... Oh! Hey, how you doing? It's a notebook. Mr. Goto changed when he came here. Not just his attitude and the way he speaks, but his looks too. It's like he thinks he's the king of the castle, being the only adult and the only man. And he used to be so nice. I don't want him to beat me. So I keep patting him on the head and hugging him, and then he thanks me. It's a fairly fresh corpse. Looks to be a junior high school girl. Her eyeballs seem to have been slashed out horizontally with a thin razor-like blade. And as if to complement this, the arteries in her wrists seem to have been slashed vertically with the same blade. That was the most likely cause of the death. The name on the tag of the chest is bloody but legible. Seisho Junior High School, Arisa Kaida. Well, I think you're one of the missing kids we were looking for. Let's go to the pool. Skeleton remains of a student. He's not wearing any sort of uniform per se, but his build suggests he was probably male. What is he wearing? At least there's a name tag, Kuroshi Industrial High School, Riki Nagishi. Extremely decayed corpse. Based on the uniform, small stature, this seems to have been a senior high school boy. Name's pretty mucked up, but allegedly legible. Kurosaki Industrial High School, Kimoshi Kagi. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Hey, how you doing? It's a more recently deceased corpse. The clothing and general body mass suggests she was a junior high school in life. Based on the height of the shower, she's position in the body appears to have been suicide. The name tag is a bit dirty, but still legible. Seisho Junior High School, Honoka Nanjo. There's a note near the body, neatly folded 3 times. The 4 of us killed Mr. Goto. I talked it over with Hiroko, Arisa, and Norika, and we decided there was no other choice. He may be a nice man, but it was only a matter of time before that changed in here. It's hard to trust anyone in a place like this. And now that the deed is done, Hiroko and the others have started second-guessing themselves. Now they're dead too, and I'm all alone. There's nothing to eat and I'm starving, so I tried eating rats and cockroaches, but it just gave me severe diarrhea. My lips have dried out and I have lost a lot of weight. So I've decided to kill myself before the ghost kids or any hammer-wielding man get to me. After all this, I've finally realized the time I spent with Mr. Goto, Hiroko, and the others were the best of my life. Goodbye, Dad, Mom, and all my friends from class. Please don't ever forget me. Alright. Anything in here? No. Do this one by one. Classroom door is locked. The door is frozen in place like it's just decoration. Oh, hey, I could go in there. Cool. There are lots of old stationery goods inside, like rusted paper clips and beat-up staplers. Not one of them seems usable or functional. Except perhaps this spool of kite string mixed in with them. Maybe I should take this with me. Yeah, let's take this kite string. Over the cabinet door and retrieve the kite string from within. It seems good as new, and it might just come in handy. Aren't you forgetting something? Be careful on your way home. It's frozen, can't be opened. Alright, where was that place where I needed to go down? Somewhere around here, I think. Oh, there we go. Looks like there's something in there, and I got kite string. I have kite string, bro. Oh, I had kite string. Alright, so... Alright, let's go this way. There's a large hole in the floor. I won't be able to possibly go any further down the hall. Well, that took care of that. Alright, nurse's office. Door to infirmary is shut. Shig, don't look at me. What? Am I hearing things now? Door to the science, frozen. Got it. Piece of paper hastily taped onto the glass door. Return the class logbook. I'm getting angry. Do you want to be killed? No. It seems to be a school newsletter of some sort. Disaster Training Day. To prevent accidents, always be aware of your surroundings. Look before you act. There's a whole line of milk bottles in here, and each one of them is filled with a muddy, unidentifiable liquid. Unidentifiable liquid, I'm sorry. A request from Nurse Shinozaki. We've received new furnishings. Please try to keep them clean. Let's take good care of our school environment. Alright. Let's go this way. Alright, what do we got in here? The message is written in chalk. He's here, right behind you. Don't turn around because if you do... There's an extraordinarily large amount of dead bugs inside. Alright, don't turn around. You're being watched. Oh hell, let's get the hell out of here, bro. Ah. There's a message permanently carved into the blackboard here, as if with a nail. Why, what did I do to deserve this? God damn it. It's all his fault. He's the one who made us do that ritual. Friends forever, look where that got us. He's in here somewhere too, and if I see him, I'm gonna kill him. I swear I'll do it. I'll make as if I'm hugging him, like I'm oh so happy to see him again, and then I'll wring his filthy neck until I break his trachea, and then I'll curse him. Tell us how you really feel. Alright. Is this one of the class reps? I guess that means she's okay. There's a half-rotted corpse sprawled out on the ground here. Seems to be a junior high school student based on the size of the uniform. His student ID name tag is still fully intact. Shobu University Middle School. I didn't read his name. Oh, what's in the name? Oh, there's a twisted... Okay, yeah, let's take it. Rope seems to be busted, so it should be easy enough to pull out. You never know when something like this might come in handy. Maybe I should take it with me. Take the wire. Yes, can't hurt to have this on hand. Class newsletter, though a particular issue seems to be a little more than a rough photocopy in an article at a local newspaper. The only thing to distinguish it from the original printing is a single line at the top that says, "May such tragedy never occur within these walls again." It's already been 1 week since the horrific incident at Heavenly Host Elementary. After much discussion between the school officials and members of the PTA, students are being provisionally requested to return home from the school in groups. In addition, PTA volunteers have been asked to take turns keeping watch over the main roads and from the school during morning and afternoon commutes. Other elementary schools across Japan have begun adopting similar policies, proving just how much this tragedy speaks to us all. May the 3 victims of this incident rest in peace, and may their departures help us all realize how vulnerable we are in this world. If we can learn better to protect our children from harm as a result of this unthinkable crime, then perhaps their deaths will not have been in vain. Did we already try this? I think we did. Yeah, we did that. Okay. The floor has collapsed here, creating a fairly large gap. It won't be possible to go any further down here. I'm okay with that. There's a large hole in the floor here blocking the way. Okay. This has to be it finally. Could be a bit of ingenuity, but to get whatever that is out of the hole, maybe I can ring something up with this wire and kite string. Try fishing it out, buddy. If I were to bend this wire into the shape of a fishing hook and attach it to the kite string, I thought, then maybe I'd be able to bring up whatever it was down there, provided it wasn't too heavy. Well, it's not exactly a professional grade fishing rod, but here goes nothing. Hey, I got it. Not a lot of resistance either. It mustn't be all that heavy. Quickly but carefully pulled on the string line. Whatever it was, it fell off the hook before I could bring it back up. I guess it didn't bend slightly enough. Maybe it'd be quicker if I lower myself down into the hole after all, though that would also be far more reckless course of action. I'm not sure what to do. Let's fish it out again. Deeper alternative is usually the better alternative, even if it is general annoyance, so let's give this one more go. Alright, got it again. I'll have to be much gentler about it this time. I began pulling up the line slowly and steadily, trying my hardest not to shake it any more than I had to. Yeah, finally I pulled the item up from below. It was a small notepad I flipped over and... student ID book from Kisaragi Academy. Mayu? It's Mayu's. No, did she fall into this pit? Mayu? Are you there, Mayu? There was no response, and not a single sound of indication of movement. Maybe she wasn't down there after all. I don't see any indication of a person down there. Maybe she just dropped her student ID. That would be the best case scenario. Without even realizing it, I found myself gripping my student ID tightly, squeezing it in my hands repeatedly as if to verify its existence. It felt like her ID had been entrusted to me, and I absolutely had to get it back to her. It was now my mission. Mayu, I'm worried about you. If you've been injured, no, I mustn't think like that. I have to concentrate on what lies ahead. For now, I'll just consider this proof that Mayu is definitely in here somewhere, and if I look for her long enough, I'm sure we'll meet again. Alright, the only place we haven't gone yet is Second Wing. Hopefully we can get in there. A sudden feeling of dread overcame me. I stopped in my tracks and began to survey the surroundings. It is dangerous beyond this point. The covered walkway up ahead shouldn't even be here. Well, now this is a surprise. Am I seeing a human spirit, or is this nothing more than a pure hallucination? Upon that musing, the spirit vanished from sight, but the sense I was being watched remained. There was a covered walkway beyond the heavy iron door. A covered walkway wasn't supposed to be here, evidently. Did I dare challenge it? Yes we do. Open the door and proceed to the walkway. Do it. Just as my hand touched the knob. Whoa. I was sent flying backwards by some tremendous force. For a split second I swore I saw a figure, but it could have just been my imagination. The pain from the impact, however, was very real. Oh, maybe that was no illusion after all. And ultimately I wasn't able to open the door. Alright. Are you there, Taguchi? Another earthquake? Can this building even survive this kind of abuse? Taguchi's not here yet. I guess he probably hasn't been an hour. Oh, we're going somewhere. What the hell is with these earthquakes? I don't know, but in any case, everything seems to have shifted now. All the holes and cracks in the walls and floors have changed position. Akuri, I'm scared. Try not to let it get to you. What happened to the known nonsense Mitsuki we all know? Mayu, are you there? Mayu? Did you just hear somebody screaming? No, I can't say that I did. Come off, Akuri, let's see who it is. Wait, damn it, she's so impulsive. I'm so sorry, you're not hurt, are you? No, I'm fine. Sorry, I didn't see you. It was my fault. I wasn't really watching where I was going. The girl I just run into was wearing a school uniform I hadn't encountered before. And standing next to her was a boy who had a halfway irritated look on his face, but was offering the girl a hand anyways. He was wearing a school jacket and she was not, so I couldn't tell for certain, but they definitely came across as classmates, or at least schoolmates. You're from another school, it seems. Are you alone? Sakutaro Shigi, 11th grader at Kisaragi Academy. Well then, we're the same grade. My name is Masato Fukuri, I'm the 11th grade at the Bakudan Senior High, and this is... Mitsukumi Yamamoto. Pleased to meet you. Sekiro is really a grandiose name. It's like something out of a classic Japanese literature. Yes. I've been teased about it all my life. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I actually think it's pretty cool. Mitsuki, you mustn't say such boorish things the first time you meet someone. You'll cause problems for Morishige. No, it's alright. Is something wrong, Morishige? Well, you just seem kinda, I don't know, down. Though I guess you were all bright and cheery in the first place like this. It'd be kind of disturbing. No, I assure you, I'm fine. I'm just searching for someone, that's all. Oh, you too? We also got separated from my friends and have been looking for all over for them. Who is it you're looking for? A classmate of mine, Maya Suzumoto, her name. She's small in stature, but her personality can light up a room. Right. This is here. Suddenly remember that I had fished out her student ID from that pit. I withdrew it from my pocket and showed it to the students. I'm afraid I haven't seen her. How about you, Mitsuki? Same here. Sorry, we can't be any more help. It's quite alright. This student ID proves to me that she's in here somewhere. I'll find her on my own. By yourself? Isn't that dangerous? You're welcome to join us if you'd like. We're searching the school as well. After all, we can help you look for this Suzumoto girl along the way. Well, no, I'm at a loss. If I were Machida and the others, that would have been one thing, but these two are total strangers. They seem like nice enough people, though. This Fukuri in particular seems to have a good head on his shoulders, and they don't come off as obnoxious. Refusing would present problems all on its own, too. Okay, then. Let's work together. So, where do we go from here? I don't know. Alright, let's just see if anything changed over her. Best not leave before meeting up with Taguchi. Promise was made after all. Bro, you literally tried to leave just a second ago. I don't know why the frame rate is doing that. That is pissing me off. Like, I wasn't doing that earlier either, but when I stepped away for a little bit, it did. Now it's all choppy. Should probably just restart the damn game. I'm new to PC, so I don't really know how to do stuff. Taguchi's not here yet. I guess he hasn't been an hour. Bro, it's been longer than an hour, man. I've been playing this for about 2 hours. Ah, shite. Alright, so maybe we can... It doesn't really matter. We already went up here. Alright, let's go here. We'll see what's going on. Alright. 5A. What do we got in 5A? Anything new? Now we need to go to the stairs. Pretty sure it said so all the holes were shifted. Might as well go back to the pool. Alright. It's awfully dark down this way. And it's really cold too. It feels like there's cold water wrapped around my entire body. Continuing down this hall may be dangerous. We're going. We ain't got nowhere else to go. Hey, doesn't something seem off to you? It does feel like we've been walking around an awfully long time. Did this building always have such an expansive hallway? No, I'm pretty sure something screwy's going on here. With all the distance we've covered, we should have at least been outside of the school twice over by now. Maybe we turned a corner without realizing it. It is quite dark after all. There's no way we could have. Not in a narrow hall like this. If you're that concerned, shouldn't we just turn back? Yes, let's. And so we turned around and saw nothing but an endless corridor vanishing into the inky blackness, and it was basically a mirror image of the trek we had been making the past few minutes. No, this can't be right. Did we really walk that far we can't even see the light at the end of our candle in the distance? That's not possible, is it? Calm down, Mitsuki. It probably just blew out. It's a straight shot either way. All we can do is keep heading back the way we came. How can it be so cold, MORiSHIGE? For all you know, we could be... Freaking out about it isn't going to help matters. Just keep going. MORiSHIGE's right. Times like this call for cold, rational decisions. It's the only way. Oh, thank God we made it back. Honestly. Alright, where are we headed now? Damn. I got a lot of jelly on my thing. Alright, let's go this way then. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this. Jelly. The hole that was previously here seems to have been completely vanished. There's no longer anything preventing you from crossing the hall. Damn right, let's cross it, baby. Go one at a time. Alright, what do we got here? Boys' room, girls' room. The entrance to the boys' room is quite thoroughly boarded up. It won't be possible to get inside. Why can't we ever just go in the boys' room? Don't give it back. The head? What is this? There's something under her body. I got it. Looks like a class logbook. Wow, MORiSHIGE, I'm kind of impressed. I don't think I could bring myself to touch a dead body like that. He's trying to find his friend, so I doubt he'd let something like simple as that stand in his way. Having been lodged under a decaying corpse, the logbook has seen better days. Its pages are warped and stained with blood and other fluids. The class designated 3A is still faintly visible on the cover. However, there are still sections that seem to have escaped the leaking intact. Which section should we read? Pool opening. 7-1 pool opening. The pool was finally open today. Everybody put on their bathing suits and went for a swim after some stretches and such. The water was so cold and everybody was really having a great time together. Until somebody slipped and fell and hurt himself really badly anyway. Cracked his skull and suffered a brain damage. Seems he can't talk like he could before and can't feed himself anymore. Well, damn. Disaster drills. There are missing letters and numbers all over this page. Many of them seem to have been intentionally erased. Yeah, we have school today. At least 4 students got disaster hoods. Their teachers not really mad at them after announcements. We had to move around wearing our disaster hoods, I guess, to see how they felt. It's so hot though. Did the principal really have to make such a long speech? 3 minutes. Some people have even fainted. And then we heard the 2 announcement, then back to class, and we ate our emergency rations. There were 2 students unaccounted for, so we split up and searched for them. Which section? Memorial service. Today was memorial service for the 3 children who were murdered. We all sang for Kano, Yoshiwa, and Shuji. There were lots of mean comments from parents while the principal was speaking. They told them to go to hell and to take responsibility and stuff like that. But if we told our principal to go to hell, our parents would scold us. Maybe the best to take the logbook with us. Alright. Oh, it's a half decomposed body. Based on the uniform and height, it seems to be that of a senior high school student. Her head was thrust into the Japanese-style floor toilet where she was more likely drowned. There's a student ID name tag on her chest. Rubens Academy Senior High School. Shino Noguchi. Sorry, Shiro. Noguchi? Alright, so we want to go classroom 3A, right? Alright, so it said 3A. Let's give it a shot. As you approach the teacher's podium, strange lettering becomes visible on the surface, almost as if it was embossed to it. Bring back the class logbook you took from the reference room right this instant. There's no telling what's going to happen next. You understand that, don't you? We'll take it. Well, we might just give it back now. Alright. I want to give it back. Trust me, I do. Reference room? Where's the reference room? Alright, the hole's completely gone. So we're gonna do that. How is this possible? Reference room. Here we go. Return to the reference room. Reference room door is locked. But there's a body. It is comparatively fresh corpse based on the uniform and the height. It seems to be that of a junior high school girl. Her limbs are contorted as if she died clinging to the ground of a frightened insect. On further inspection, this seems to be indicative of her injuries, as it looks as if somebody repeatedly bashed her feet and hands into the floor. With all this blood, it seems likely whoever did this to her did it while she was still alive. How very cruel. It looks as if she collapsed here, perhaps with an injured leg or foot. I'd assume she was being pursued, but her legs were crushed, as she tried to hobble away, quite thoroughly too, as the bones are practically liquefied. The attacker then seems to have crushed her arms after the intense pain caused her to stop resisting. Cause of death was shock from loss of blood, perhaps? A pitiable and rather agonizing way to die. I wouldn't be surprised if she soiled herself. Looking closely at the girl's face, something seemed off. It didn't take long to realize what it was. She had no tongue. Did someone cut out her mouth? I've heard that psychopathic murderers often do take mementos of their victims, but why the tongue? What does that symbolize? More to the point, whoever did this is probably still at large. I'm getting more and more worried about Mayu. Even the name on the tag is bloody but still legible. Shisho Junior High School, Hiroki Kimura. Locked. Needs to be some sort of combination lock, 6 digits all by appearance. Let's see if we can figure this out. First number is inventory. Class logbook. Let me read it. No. Damn it. That doesn't seem to be the right combination. How about the answer lies within a logbook we found? I mean, the students who took it seem really adamant about keeping it with them, you know? Well, once we're done with it, we can always give it back. Quite a noble sentiment considering it comes from a school that no longer exists. Once we get this door open, sure. Then let's hope someone was kind enough to leave a note in there with a combination. Alright, let's have another look at this class book. Alright, 8, 2, 4, 3, 2, 2. Bam. Bingo, the lock is now disengaged. Alright. This shelf is full of science books for young children, illustrated encyclopedias, biographies, and important people and other educational materials. Book ending one particular gap on the shelf is ceramic ornament depicting some kind of demon eating the left arm of a naked headless figure. What a frightening image. It is genuinely disturbing, but well made, I'll admit. Francisco de Goya, Saturno devorado a su hijo. I believe it's called Saturn Devouring His Son, though the original painting was not a sculpture. You're quite well versed in art history, it seems. Are you in your school's art club or something, MORiSHIGE? No, I'm in the drama club. Whoa, impressive. How is that impressive? I'll bet he'd have responded the same way if I said I were in the basketball club or woodwind band too. The room fell in an awkward silence after that. I became acutely aware of my own poor disposition, though I suppose I've never been very good at social interaction in the first place. I don't believe in wasting smiles on trivial things. I never quite learned how to lie, even to save my face, or from hurting someone else's feelings. So I heard practice can get pretty rough in drama clubs. Is that true? I'm sure there are a lot of variables to consider in setting the stage, costuming, scripting. Maya was in charge of all of that. I'm just the lead actor. Oh, nice. Being as tall and handsome as you are, I'm sure you must be a big hit. No, not especially. It's not the outward appearance that matters after all. It's the acting. So are you planning to try for an acting school in the future then? If possible, I'd like to study abroad and apprentice to real actors. I've been saving money and focusing on language studies to end for that sometime. Oh, very nice. It's amazing that you put so much thought into your future plans at this young age. I'm grateful for their platitudes, but that is all they are, no? These two can't possibly have any legitimate interest in a word I'm saying. I can't even conceive of being this captivated by the life details of a person I've just met. But then maybe I'm just overly pragmatic. Shouldn't we be going? Aside from that sculpture there really doesn't seem to be anything else to note in here. Wait, we should return the logbook while we're here. True. We really didn't need the logbook anymore, and Goya's sculpture, on the other hand, was particularly calling my name. I reached for it, picked it up, and handed it to Mitsuki. Since she had the biggest bag out of all of us, she looked puzzled, but took it anyway. Ha. Okay. I think maybe we should head back to the, maybe the pool area? Come on, MORiSHIGE, you got this. Alright, it's awfully dark down this way, and it's really cold too. It feels like there's cold water wrapped around my entire body. Continuing down this hall may be dangerous. Alright. There's gotta be... there's no other way. Hey, doesn't something seem off to you? It does feel like we've been walking for an awfully long time. Did this building always have such an expansive hallway? No, I'm pretty sure something screwy's going on here. With all the distance we've covered, we should have at least been outside the school twice over by now. Maybe we turned the corner without realizing it. It is quite dark after all. There's no way we could have, not in a narrow hall like this. If you're that concerned, maybe we should turn back. Yes, let's. And so we turned around and saw nothing but endless corridor vanishing into the inky blackness. It was basically the mirror image of the trek we had been making these past few minutes. No, this can't be right. Did we really walk this far? We can't even see the light of our candle in the distance? That's not possible, is it? Calm down, Mitsuki. It just blew out. It's a straight shot either way. All we can do is keep heading back the way we came. How can it be so cold, MORiSHIGE? For all you know, we could be freaking out about it. Isn't going to help matters. Let's just keep going. MORiSHIGE's right. Times like this call for cold, rational decisions. This is the only way. We made it. Oh. Crap, I dropped it. Oh, and part of it broke off. That's not good, is it? No, it's most sure not. Abandoned school building or no, it's something that doesn't belong to you. If you really are a stickler for the rules no matter where you are, huh? May I see that for a moment, please? Sure, but why? I think I see something inside of it from where it broke off. Oh, hey, you're right. What is that? Isn't it just a wire frame the sculptors use to hold the objects in shape? I don't think so. That's not all that's in there anyway. I know one way to find out. As I say, sometimes simplest solution really is the best, and if we wanted to see what was inside this thing, there was one surefire method. The Goya sculpture hit the ground with all the force I could muster and shattered into countless pieces. And among the wreckage there was a key made of copper. And it looked old, but since it had been sealed away from the elements all this time, there wasn't a single trace of rust or corrosion on it. Look, there's a label, Heavenly Host Elementary, so I guess that means it does indeed belong to this school building. Clearly this was an important item to have found, now aware that Mitsuki's bag was not the safest place to store things. However, I pocketed it myself. Alright, Mori. I remember that was the door that we needed to unlock. Damn, I am all bloody. Locked up tight. Maybe the copper key can open this door. With a click, the door unlocked. It's an alcohol lamp. Looks like there's still got a decent wick and plenty of methanol in it too. Are these handprints on it though? In blood? I hadn't noticed in the first, but Mitsuki was correct. There were small bloody handprints on the alcohol lamp. Small enough that they were most likely made by a child or children. I don't know about you guys, but this lamp gives me the creeps. Still, the more light sources available to us in here, the better. This wasn't something we could just leave behind. It was a real stroke of luck if we stumbled upon something that's so inherently useful. Alright. This chalk picture on the drawing board. It shows a high school girl who was just run over by a steamroller. And at the helm of the steamroller is a young-looking child with a big smile on her face. Alright, elephant in the room, let's do it. Some sort of mechanism with a lever attached to it. Oh, strange looking device. It's vaguely similar to the movie projector, but clearly not one. The lever won't budge. It may be rusted in place at this point. Alright, gonna head back down. Cause, oh, it's so dark in here. I'm on like 88% of the darkness or whatever. So dark. Trying the alcohol lamp. Yeah, let's leave it. Light the lamp. That would certainly be a lot brighter than the candle and should burn a lot longer as well. Here, I've got matches. We found them in the music room earlier. As the wick flared up, the whole hallway was bathed in a warm blue glow. And somehow the darkness just seemed to shrink away from it, powerless against an unexpectedly capable opponent. Alright. On to the next. See, you're still hanging around. Okay. It's gotta be something out here, right? Emmy! Urabe! Hey, Urabe! Stay with us now! Who's Urabe? Collapsed on the ground was someone both of my companions clearly knew. She wore the same uniform as Yamamoto. Both Furukuri and Yamamoto immediately ran to her side and began attempting to rouse and console her. Thank God you're alive. Are you okay, Urabe? Are you injured at all? And what about the others, Toho, Kazami? Do you know where if they're all right? Frightened out of her mind, the now conscious schoolgirl slapped away Yamamoto's outstretched hand and shot to her feet. Mitsuki, what's wrong with you, Robbie? Get a hold of yourself, Emmy. It's me, Mitsuki, and Fukura is here too. No, 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 get your hands off me. I have to run. If I don't, he'll catch me. She darted ahead around wildly, surveying her surroundings quickly and frantically like a wide-eyed fawn sensed the predator closing in. What on earth could have happened to her? It was as if her own paranoia had completely drowned out the sounds of her friends and classmates to such an extent that she didn't even notice them. She was also perceptibly shaking, a lot more than she would have in the cold rain alone, and her teeth were chattering. Something had truly spooked her. Oh, we're all going to die. He's gonna kill us. Oh, wait, it's not safe to be alone there. We've got to go after her. What does she see, I wonder? She must have come in contact with the death itself to react so strongly. Perhaps a murderer on the loose? Maybe I should join them in their chase, but I have no responsibility here. This isn't my fight. They did accompany me in search of Mayu, so I'd like to do something for them in exchange. But things seem in disarray right now, and I prefer not to get caught up in their mess. I'll resume the search for Mayu on my own. Solo acts have always suited me best after all. Oh, I miss you so, more than you can know. Tell me where did you go? Mayu? Was that Mayu's voice? I'm certain of it. Where are you, Mayu? Answer me, please. Look, there's a walkway to another building. Let's go, okay? Nana is probably over there somewhere. My name is Nariyama Toya. I'm a 7th grader in Mushigawa Heights Middle School, class 1-6. Nana is a friend I've been since I was a little girl. Her real name is Nana Osagawa. She'd been with me up until last recently when we randomly gotten ourselves separated in the halls. I did still have another companion with me, but, well, she wasn't really someone I could count on, like, at all. Wait, Nari, my feet are tired. That's how it always was with her. I lost count of how many times, or things she'd be around to whine about at this place. This was Shia Yamasi, a fellow member of the drama club, never satisfied but never willing to do anything about it. Drama fit her name to a T. If Nana were here with us, I'm pretty sure she'd give in to Chaya's whining and insist that we take a break, but I'm not Nana, and I won't be guilted so easily. Then have a seat, I'll go on without you. But you're tired to walk, aren't you? I could walk. It really was just like leading a child around. She was as spoiled as can be. I truly felt it wasn't possible for any human to be more spoiled than Chinya. But it's not like I could really leave her behind, you know? She'd be dead in no time flat, helpless as she was. Eat the hell is that? It's dangerous, you know? The ground is slippery here. You can't just jump onto me like that. But the thunder... You know, thunder isn't exactly rare or mysterious danger or anything. It's certainly nothing to get worked up about. Do you jump and grab onto people's shoulders when it thunders at home or at school too? If Nana was around, it's usually her. So I'm supposed to be her proxy then. Nara, are you mad? Not especially. Let's get going, okay? I'm sure you'd rather grab onto real Nana rather than settling for some forced substitute like me, right? Uh-huh. Seriously, you're gonna agree with that? This building seems a lot more run down than the other one. My head kinda hurts. I'll give you that one. I guess this is what they mean by they say the air feels heavy. We shouldn't stay in here any longer than we have to. I wonder if Nana really is here. Well, all we can do is look for her. I'm sure she's doing the same right now, so we're bound to run into each other sooner or later. How soon do you think? Maybe Nana is already... Again with that crap. Just stop, okay? But... Don't cry, damn it. I'm scared too, you know. I told myself that I was going to find Nana in this second building. Come hell or high water, failure was not an option. Damn. Where are we going? Staff room, music room. Nope. Fight the temptation. Let's go. Decaying human head forcibly crammed. It mustn't have been easy because you see all the stuff floating off of it. That's horrible. Hey, seriously, you need to stop shoving. Tina seemed almost as if she were trying to hide behind my body from the side of the severed head, and she wound up pushing me forward in the process. If she didn't want to see it, she could just not look at it. Why does she need to be so grabby? Worse still, she was pushing me right into the shelf, giving me an uncomfortably close view of the head, not to mention the things crawling on it. See, this is why you should keep your hands to yourself, honestly. Am I supposed to be a shield or something? Okay, map. Boys' room, staff. Let's go there. Large hole in the floor. Can't go any further. Okay, music room. Alright, finally a room we can go into. Whoa! Hey, what the hell? Sorry, I accidentally dropped my pouch on the piano. Jeez, don't scare me like that. Scared me too, man. I'm dead now. All I've done since I got here is watch out for her. All I've done is protect her. I wish I hadn't bothered, because in the end, she died too. Stupid, 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 stupid. I'm gonna kill her even though she's already dead. Kill her, kill her, kill her, kill her. Give me back my love, god damn it. Oh, hey. These are portraits of influential people connected in this school or possibly with the classroom. Typically not a common thing to find. In this atmosphere, though, it really looks like they're all staring directly at you no matter what angle you look at them from. Creepy. Suddenly, Chaya tensed up a hill. My god. You're not the only one who's scared, you know. What the fudge is that? Okay, that legit scared me. These are portraits in the atmosphere. Suddenly choosing. You know the... Alright, I have no idea what's going on with that. But we're gonna go. Let's go to the boys' room, even though there's probably not even any boys in there, huh? Boys' room entrance completely boarded up. Feel like the boys can't take a piss. Thoroughly decomposed corpse. Do you know what lies beneath this school? It's, okay, so we've already read that too. Alright, now what kind of shenanigans are we going to get into here? There's no indication of anybody occupying any of the stalls, yet every one of them seems to be locked from the inside. Reference room. Whoa, what was that? The dull, gloomy corridor suddenly lit brightly, just for a moment. And in that moment, something became visible. What became visible? There, glinting in the dim light, sat what appeared to be a component from some electronic device. In contrast with everything else in this school, it seemed like a fairly recent item, a decade old at most, but likely much newer. What do you suppose it is? Not really sure, but it kind of looks like a battery, maybe. Maybe somebody brought a beefed-up phone or a game system in here. Might as well take it, I figured. Though, if I gave it to Shihia for safekeeping, it would no doubt wind up on the ground again somewhere. So I decided to keep it in my pocket, just... Do we say reference room, or do we go there? I can't remember. Door of the reference room, can't do nothing, that's fine. Art. What do we got here? Canvas is blank, or it might be anyway. There seems to be a faint, almost imperceptible stain across it, roughly in the shape of a human torso. It might just be the lighting. Nothing in here particularly useful. The entire canvas was covered from corner to corner with realistic scale drawings of flies, thousands upon thousands of them. The inside of the cabinet is blood red throughout, and someone very carefully painted it that way. Actually, wait. Isn't that a tube of red paint inside? And it looks unopened. In fact, it looks completely untouched. There's not even the slightest indication that anyone has so much as moved that tube of paint in years. Which means this red coloring must be... Red dye 49? Maybe we already did this. Oh, piano seems to be decent playable condition. Okay, yeah, we totally did this. On the other side of the hole, there was now a man collapsed on the ground. It couldn't see any obvious wounds on him, but he wasn't moving at all. It was hard to ascertain details in this dim light, but he seemed to be a bit too big to be a middle schooler or a high schooler, and he wasn't wearing a uniform. Who was that? Seems to be a bit too old to be a student. Is he dead? I don't know. Are you alright? Are you injured, maybe? Still no response. Maybe we should chuck something over there, or maybe that would be a bad idea. Nari, look. This was lying on the floor over there. The camera? Wonder if it's his. It was fairly expensive looking DVD camcorder, and well-worn one at that. With dings and chips all over it nonetheless, it looked to be like it was probably still worked. Oh. What is it this time? Mayu, where have you gotten yourself off to? Mayu, I swear I heard your voice just a moment ago. You can't be far. You were singing about missing me. Are you okay? Have you been injured? Are you afraid? Are you lonely? Damn it, Taguchi, what the hell is keeping you? It's been well over an hour. I'm waiting here and exchange information with you when I could be out searching. Damn it, god damn it, why does it have to come to this? Ah, Mayu, I don't care about anyone else. I just want to find you. I want to find you and be safe. Just you and I'll be happy. The hell are you looking at? In my agitated state, I kicked a pair of hallway slippers that was sitting on the ground nearby, and they flew right into the dead girl's face. What are you doing sitting in a place like that anyway? You're dead. You're not worthy of such an honored seat. You're an eyesore. What's that? You think I'm strange? What gives you the right, goddamn stiff? I grabbed her jaw and began shaking it around, and it was a bit startled by the sensation. It felt just like I was touching living flesh. Except this person was very, very cold. Cold as a statue covered in skin and muscle, but a statue nonetheless. What am I doing? Have I lost my mind? Why else would anybody venting their anger to a dead body? Terribly sorry. I see now that your eyes have been sliced out, so you really weren't looking at anything, were you? What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? If I'd asked you this a few days ago, I'd no doubt have been able to hear your voice objectify and slap me right in the face, Miss Arisa Kaida Pity. Get it together, Sakaturo. If you keep this up, you'll never find Mayu. Besides, this poor girl is an unfortunate victim. She's done nothing wrong. Want to know a secret, Kaida? You're quite the looker right now, but you're just gonna rot from here on out. Just rot and rot. You'll rot until your flesh gets all soft and mushy like soup, your skin starts to stretch and sag, and your eyeballs spill out of your head like raw eggs. The smell you produce will be fouler than any toilet in every part of you. Your face, your mouth, your bowels will become maggot chow. But before that happens, yes, let's preserve that beautiful form of yours, shall we? I flipped my cell phone back on and switched it to camera mode, centering the lens on the lovely Kaida. Her slashed and broken gaze was focused ahead of her downward-facing angle. Yet in contrast to these injuries, she wore a peaceful expression on her face. Almost as if she were posing for me, just waiting for me to hit that shutter button. What a lovely visage. This will make a splendid picture. Superb. Have you ever heard a French film called Un Chien Andalou? You remind me so much of it right now. Might as well take another. You may be more charming now than you were when you were alive. Yes, I think you must be. I mean, just look at that face, the line formed by those stiffened cheekbones. I'm sorry, but it's just so erotic. And those cuts on your wrists. I tried poking her wound with my finger and heard a moist, squishy sound as my fingertip was swallowed up. She'd gone cold, but I guess there was still some blood left in her. Either way, that or decomposition already well underway. I pushed farther in, digging my finger in through the gaps between the muscles until it stuck something smooth and hard. I struck bone! This viscous, chill bellies my steadfast strength in the narrow within. It's almost sensual. As I drew my face into her forehead, a few particles of perfume-scented foul odor, sweat, and sebum that have heretofore been assaulting my nostrils. Sealed in a place like this, unable to wash your hair, but you still found the time and energy to groom. How delightful. And yet, the smell of death and blood suits you so much better. So much better. What the hell have I been doing? Why have I been taking pictures of corpses? I suppose they do say stress is the real killer in situations like this, so anything I can do to relieve my built-up stress isn't so bad. Yes, it's all just half-sentence. There happen to be corpses in here, so I... Come to think of it, Taguchi was taking footage of the corpses in here as well, and he said he was doing it so he could file a police report. 1 hour was long since come and gone. Perhaps it's time I search for him as well. It's entirely possible that he's met with Mayu and is accompanying her after all, in which case standing around here will accomplish nothing. Amidst the darkness of the corridors, I spotted human figures, living ones this time. 2 of them. Both female and both much younger than I. I approached them without making a noise, saying a single word to announce myself. Oh, what is it this time? Junior high, I'd guess, maybe 12 or 13 years old? One was clearly much more fear-prone than the other, and she'd wrapped herself around her companion's arm and was actively trying to hide behind her. She was looking in my general direction, but with the lighting as dim as it was, I had no idea whether or not she could see me. And while finding survivors in this land of the dead was a rare occurrence indeed, my focus was squarely on the man sprawled out further down the hall. He was unconscious, possibly worse, and an uncrossable gap separated us, but I definitely recognized him. It was Taguchi. Is Mr. Taguchi dead? Was I concerned about him? Did I feel for him? Honestly, no. I felt nothing whatsoever at that moment. I was simply asking because I was curious. I'm normally calm and stoic, sure, but this seemed cold even by my standards. Did I really not care one way or another if he were dead? Hey, you know that guy? Not really. But you just said his name, didn't you? Here, I think this belongs to him. Give it a look. The girl handed me a beat-up DV camera. No doubt about it, this was the same one Taguchi had been looking into when I met him earlier. I took it without a word and immediately tried to turn it on, but to no avail. I had no power. Battery's dead. Doesn't seem like it'll be much use anymore. I think we found its battery pack on the ground too. Here, try it out. Okay. The hell is his problem? Okay, he says. What kind of social reject accepts a stranger's kindness like that? Not that I need thanks or anything, but still. Don't worry, he's not even listening. I placed the battery pack into the DV camera and immediately saw the red power light pop on. Still fully functional by all appearances. Now I can check over the footage he's collected. So, what are you two doing here? Well... We're looking for our friends Nana Sagawa and Hikaru, fellow students in Mishigawa Junior High, and some others from Senior High. My name is Naria Mamtebude and Chira Yamatsu. I see, middle schoolers then. Ha! A littler of you two reminds me of Cheetah's sister. Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about. You're a senior high student, right? I'm looking for someone too. Her name is Maya Suzumoto. Have either of you two seen her? You know, it's proper manners to introduce yourself before you start asking questions. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I'm Sakaturo MORiSHIGE, an 11th grader at Kisaragi Academy High School. Back to my question then. Have either of you found Mayu? I have a picture of her here. I flipped open Maya's student ID to this photo page almost as if it were a sheriff flashing a badge, but the response from these two were not encouraging. They exchanged a quick glance at one another, then shook their heads. I don't think either of us has seen her, no. I see, that's alright. Well, there may be some clue as to whereabouts in this camera. I rewound the tape a bit and put the camera in playback mode. Immediately horrifying imagery began displaying on the device's LCD screen. Audio was irrelevant. It seemed like the only sounds on the tape were those of Taguchi's ragged breathing and footsteps, and his occasional self-mutterings. 90% of the video footage, then, consisted of dead bodies, while the 10 remaining were mostly just camera autofocusing on the dim light. Each body was shot from a variety of angles, so their causes of death would be easily determined. Guess he really was planning on showing this to the police. The hell is this? It's nothing but dead bodies. Get it away, I don't want to see that. The two nosy girls were peeking in on the video's contents over my shoulder, and neither seemed certain how to quite to react. Oh, amazing, he really did a nice job with these. So many bodies I haven't seen yet. So many, they're like little paintings, they're so beautiful. Still, his technique could be better. He does little to catch the viewer's eye. There's too much restraint, too much distance. If it were me... Naughty... Okay. What's the matter? Why exactly are you laughing? Laughing? Am I laughing? Yes, you're smiling and laughing like you're having a grand old time. Well, that's rather odd, isn't it? Naughty, let's... Okay, I'm sorry, but we have to get going. Going where exactly? Well, we're in the same middle of searching for our friends. What's your rush? Maybe there's something I can do to help. That's quite alright. We'll handle it on our own. Goodbye now. I think there must have been a misunderstanding. Maybe they thought I was some kind of pervert. Well, that's fine by me. It would have been a pain in the ass to change their mind anyways. Besides, that was a rather fascinating reaction. I think I'll leave the camera here. It's Taguchi's eyes after all. No one else could possibly feel what he felt from anything he caught on it. I want to keep taking these surroundings with my own eyes. Keep feeling what this school has to offer in my own personal way. I want my own collection, or I suppose I just want to possess the dead. I want to make them mine. Wait, what am I thinking? I should be searching for Mayu right now. These photos are just for stress relief. If I lost myself in despair before finding Mayu, she could be gone forever, and I mustn't let that happen. Yes, this is all just one step in a long process of finding her, and I certainly can't be mixing a single step in the end goal. But I want to see more. Taguchi is completely motionless. It's impossible to tell from here if he's dead, though, or simply unconscious. Oh, another earthquake! After bracing myself for an indeterminate amount of time, the earthquake finally subsided. There's a candle shimmering here along with a note. Whatever you do, don't look behind you. What happens if I do? Alright, we're not gonna look behind us. Whoa, hey, Mitsuki. Stay away, stay back. What's wrong? Where's Fukuri? Got the hell up, I told you to stay back. You're in a league with him, aren't you? You seem confused. What happened, Yamamoto? Oh. Don't touch me. There's blood on your hands. You really are. You really are. You're mistaken. This is from examining the dead body earlier. It's just as I thought then. How can you be so cavalier about touching corpses? You're not right. There's no getting through to her in this state, it seems. I won't be fooled. I won't be taken in by your lies anymore. Certainly in a mood, isn't she? Living humans are so irredeemably noisy people. People need to understand the value of silence. Yamamoto? Gone already, is she? I should find some place to collect myself. That's right. I can always go back there. I almost forgot about taping that production of The Barber in Seville. I have to make sure I get home in time. And here I was again. I pressed the button on my phone to shut off the second alarm I'd set. If this time display were accurate, then there's no chance of making it home in time to record the show for Mayu. I'll have to apologize to her later. I slipped my finger naturally, almost automatically, from the shutting off the phone alarm to opening my folder of saved photos. There was no sound in the room other than tone of my button presses, and virtually no light other than which was shown from the LCD screen, or so it seemed anyway. Yet this was my rock, and my place I could truly relax. Here and here alone I felt at peace. The air was filled with the overpowering aroma of blood and entrails. It would be enough to make most people vomit, but for me, it was a smell to savor. I'd even describe it as comforting. Perhaps it's because it reminded me that I was in her presence. She who decorated the wall like a flower in full bloom. When I sat across from her, I felt more at ease than any possibly conveyed in words. It was as if she'd always been here for me, as if she were waiting for me. And sure enough, whenever I felt weary or needed respite, the door to this infirmary would always open for me, despite the tendency to the contrary. Each time it did too, I would always be drawn in as if the room were swallowing me up, and my eyes would always happen upon the offering first. This girl upon the wall, slowly drying and slowly rotting, would always be there to greet me, and never once did I tire of the sight. I've sure taken a lot, so many photos of the dead. I'd begun talking to myself, or maybe I was talking to her. Within my phone's memory were stored of a man's most sensual, most voluptuous objects dart, and she was just the tip of the brush, the grand prelude. I amassed a whole other building's worth of beautiful sculptures to admire now too. I was thrilled to bursting. This is the one. This was a sculpture known as Mitsuki Yamamoto in life, but in death she was my property, one of my many pieces of found art. Those spirited eyes, now dulled and clammy, those lips that spoke such harsh words now stained with blood, her abdomen shredded, her innards exposed. So alluring, so captivating she was now. Sometimes destroying that which is beautiful only serves to make it more beautiful. And truly this was the proof. Still, it is a shame. It was a shame that I could only gaze upon these gorgeous works of art within these school grounds. Before returning home with Mayu, I'd need to erase every one of these photographs from my phone. It seemed like such a waste. The world in which I once dwelled was far too narrow-minded to accept these masterpieces. It was often a hard place to call home. But as long as I had Mayu with me, I could endure. And to that end, this folder was an obstacle, a deterrent, a hurdle to overcome before I could rejoin the world of the living. I needed to delete it, to put it all behind me. Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. If I do it after I get back. Damn! Alright, we got the good ending finally. Alright, well, I do hope you enjoyed it, because next chapter is going to be number 6, and it's Meyer. And we'll see what's going to happen. Again, I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do leave a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I will catch you on the next. Peace.